Amber Heard's lawyer is on a roll. She still hasn't stopped, and seems like she won't stop anytime soon, even though the jury already gave their verdict. Elaine Bredehoft has once again guest starred in yet another talk show. All for the clout, right? If at first she blames the judge for not showing Amber's most crucial evidence in court, she blames her again this second time for allowing Johnny Depp's team to present their controversial evidence. She finds this unfair and probably won't stop talking about it for a long time. The host first asked how her client was doing. Elaine narrated that Amber was so sorry, not to her or her team, but to all the women, because she said that this is a major setback for them.
You know, one of the first things she said is, "I am so sorry to all those women out there. This is a setback for all women in and outside the courtroom." And she feels it, and she feels the burden of that.
That's the usual line they would say during the post-trial interviews, if you've noticed. Then, the host proceeded to ask if Elaine was stunned that Amber didn't win. Mr. Bredehoft tried to explain to us something. She said that the jury isn't supposed to know this, but Johnny committed 12 acts of domestic violence, even sexual violence against Amber. Wasn't the UK trial known to be an unfair one, though? Elaine thinks that Johnny and his team's strategy was to demonize Amber and suppress all her evidence. Because when these pieces of evidence were shown in the UK case, Amber Heard definitely won. She also added that the op-ed Amber wrote, where she says she is a survivor of domestic violence, didn't even mention Johnny's name.
Nothing changed. The op-ed didn't even mention Mr. Depp by name.
Unfortunately for her, the court ruling was the article doesn't need to specify Johnny Depp's name to be ruled as defamation. The Heard team also thinks that the jury was unfair because they rejected most of the evidence and claimed that they were fake.
All kinds of evidence, but in point of fact, the jury rejected it. You argued in your closing arguments that if they found even one instance of abuse, and it did not even have to be physical abuse, that they would have to find for Amber Heard, and they didn't.
We don't get why they're saying this, because it's not only the jury who said this. Even experts in certain fields claimed that this was fake evidence and no abuse was committed on Amber. It was actually her who abused her ex-husband Johnny Depp. Elaine pushes further that Amber Heard was demonized in this case, especially on social media where Johnny was a god to everyone. She thinks that the jury probably saw stuff online even if they weren't allowed to, and this might have been a big factor in the verdict as well.
I did see it.
How can you not? They went home every night. They have families. The families are on social media. We had a 10-day break in the middle because of the jury. There's no way they couldn't have been influenced.
I mean, it's not Johnny's fault that everyone likes him. Lastly, Elaine was asked if her client wants to appeal, and her answer, absolutely. We aren't sure how that'll go, but we hope that it won't be as long and tedious as this defamation trial. We can't bear another 6 weeks of that. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you in the next videos.